is written from a nightmare that I used to have for a long time. It was a reoccurring nightmare, and it was from something that I had seen, and I didn't understand what it was because I was an innocent child. And when I got older and older, that dream took on meaning, and I understood all the things that I had actually seen, because it was from a real event that I had seen. And so this just describes the way I saw the scene when I was a kid, and how I dreamt about it, and then when it all made sense. Okay? Her hand was exceptionally soft that day. She smiled at me with her eyes, and I smiled back, and we walked together. The school got farther and farther away as we approached MLK and turned the corner, passing the hinky-dinky store with small steps to accommodate my pace. "Mama, want to race?" But, excuse me, "Mama, want to race? I bet I can beat you home." She said no, but the race was only postponed. On the corner of Dewey and MLK, we entered the store for some snacks for me. Funyuns, sour cream and onions, and Hostess cupcakes. And all I remember is that I never ate them anyway. Mama looked up and down the aisles, and I just stood there and watched him ask her for the keys. She's a lot lighter than the other women I've ever seen in my neighborhood. And he talks funny, like he lost his baby teeth and his big boy teeth haven't come in yet. And he walks funny, like he hasn't learned how to tie his shoes, and he keeps tripping over his laces. He keeps making these funny faces like he's trying to wake up. He slurs his words and talks like the school bully, pulling her hair to get her off the swing. He swings his lunch bag, it's full of ice. Kool-Aid runs down her face, and I face them. She's probably gonna tell now, but she should have given him his keys. He probably would have gotten in trouble if he went home without them. But she's gonna tell now. She fell now. She's getting juice on everything. Mommy said not to play rough with girls. It's not nice, it's not right, but maybe mommy should teach him that too. But I guess she doesn't want to though, because she grabs my hand and steps faster than I can keep up with. Her hands shake in her purse, and fear is running down her face, and I don't know why. But I think the big man scared her. She stares a second longer, and her grip gets stronger, and now she wants to race. But it's too late. I don't want to anymore. Plus she's cheating. She won't let my hand go, and I'm trying to hold on to my chips. "Mama, slow down. I dropped my Funyuns on the ground. I gotta turn around and get them." She says, "Forget them." I'm like looking back like, "You tripping?" Wow, I'm tripping over my feet, and the lifts in the concrete, and her head lifts from the concrete and falls back down, and she doesn't make any sound as he drags her by her legs behind the store to beat up on her some more. That's what girls are for. I wish my sister was that tough. She would have probably been crying by now, but then some big kid from across the street jumps in and saves the girl. Traitor. Later, I wake up, sweating, not forgetting, only remembering more what happened in that store. He slurs his words and talks like the school bully, pulling her hair to get her off the swing. He swings his lunch bag, it's full of ice. Kool-Aid runs down her face, and I face them. She's probably gonna tell now, but she should have given him his keys. He probably would have gotten in trouble if he went home without them. But she's gonna tell now. She fell now. She's getting juice on everything. Mommy said not to play rough with girls. It's not nice, it's not right, but maybe mommy should teach him that too. But I guess she doesn't want to though, because she grabs my hand and steps faster than I can keep up with. Her hands shake in her purse, and fear is running down her face, and I don't know why. But I think the big man scared her. She stares a second longer, and her grip gets stronger, and now she wants to race. But it's too late. I don't want to anymore. Plus she's cheating. She won't let my hand go, and I'm trying to hold on to my chips. "Mama, slow down. I dropped my Funyuns on the ground. I gotta turn around and get them." She says, "Forget them." I'm like looking back like, "You tripping?" Wow, I'm tripping over my feet, and the lifts in the concrete, and her head lifts from the concrete and falls back down, and she doesn't make any sound as he drags her by her legs behind the store to beat up on her some more. That's what girls are for. I wish my sister was that tough. She would have probably been crying by now, but then some big kid from across the street jumps in and saves the girl. Traitor. Later, I wake up, sweating, not forgetting, only remembering more what happened in that store. Egocentric me saw things the wrong way. It was not play, but attempted murder. And I heard her scream in dreams for years, and tears later, now I understand. It was a white woman and a drug-addicted black man. He tried to kill her for caring about his life. His request for the keys made her head bleed with the consequences of being concerned. And a hard lesson learned. And at 5 years old, I watched it unfold. How confused I became when my nightmares gained meaning. Mom stopped refraining from explaining, and I'm straining for comprehension. Since when did it become offensive to help? Is this why it's considered brave to save a friend? To say, hey, that's not cool, or that's not safe, or you should go because you never know what their reaction will be, from I hate you, leave, to get away from me, please, to freeze. Put the weapon down and your hands up. Someone is leaving in handcuffs. So nowadays, people throw their hands up and say, forget it, I'm not getting involved. Not my problem. Don't care, can't share your pain, can't feel your struggle, won't kiss or hug you, because that's how people get killed. Blood gets spilled because of compassion and consideration. How frustration floods me. I never want anyone to ever be afraid to love me enough to say no. Why don't you live a little longer? You should be a little stronger. You know you were wrong, Avery. Stop. Don't. I promise I won't get upset or threaten you or call you a hater, but I will say thank you and thank the Creator for you. Breath is too precious not to be conserved. Life is too good not to be preserved. So I live and I breathe, but I listen and I learn from everything. The truth, the lies, the laughs, the cries, as I grow old and lose the sight of my innocent eyes. Okay, let's see what I have. All right. This poem is about Flint. The glass on the streets is broken, and so are the homes, and so are the streets, and so are the people, and so are our hearts. Everything is shattered. Everything that cemented our dreams is fragmented. It seems we've been unraveled, never having traveled past the things that those pieces bring, because they were our only means of being and our only means of fleeing these rocky roads where even the mellow is hardened, and in every taste there is a hint of almond, crushed and covered in sweet chocolate, but frozen and stiff in order to hold ourselves together, preserve what we are. But thus far, the temperature of this atmosphere has melted our resolves and intensified our fear, dripping some of us there, but spilling the rest of us here. So all you see is this watered down version of what we're supposed to be. Pushed through these factories and mass produced, then induced to offer up our youth, and our loyalty has gone unrewarded. It has only afforded us a debilitating cancer that continues to spread, forcing us to amputate our legs and our breasts. How can we nurse our children from flat chests? How can we be upset when they refuse to digest the poison we dress up as an education? We put suits on drooling bums, plaque and nicotine eroding their gums, putting a putrid, pungent scent on every word they emit. See, they brag of success that is mediocre at best, and we equip them with question-proof vests, a 9mm lesson plan, and one set of instruction. Kill any spirit they have left and choke their dreams to death, or at least until the pressure around their necks turns some red, blue and others red, but either way they end up dead. And the city is broken again, and our hearts are broken again, and the cracks descend, and we place our children in, and we shovel over the memories, hoping for something beautiful to grow. But we all know we only reap what we sow.
Wow.
Excuse me. One day I'm gonna snatch the sun out of the sky with my bare hands and squeeze it across dark lands and bring out the shine on cloudy skies and hang it out to dry the tears of little girls who were touched by their fathers and babysitters, left alone to fend for themselves, feed themselves from empty shelves. One day I'ma caress their hearts to show them how love feels, how love feels, how love fulfills prophecy and purpose. One day I'm gonna be a superhero. I'ma throw on my cape and save little girls from the side effects of rape. I'ma strap on my utility belt and stuff it full of cool toys and hugs and say no to drug serums and my catchphrases and slogans would be math theorems and formulas for family success and how to cope with stress, and you wouldn't even have to point that light in the sky. All you'd have to do is cry or sigh, and I'd be right by your side to go through it with you. Or if you needed me to, I'd just pick you up and fly you through so you could just get the overview. And my arch enemies, those would be the League of Extraordinarily Bad Parents and Teachers. See, I trap them all behind bars and make them write sentences for sentences like, I will love, teach, and protect the children. I will love, teach, and protect the children. And if Whitney Houston still believes that those children are our future, then I'll recruit her to sing my theme song when she's strong enough to just say no. And then I befriend every woman's X-Men and enroll them in my school for the gifted so they can become better men. I change them from masses of meaningless muscle and endless hustle to better husbands and fathers. And if that ain't community service, I don't know what is. But that's not all that I would do. Because how could I save the world and neglect my girl? See, for her, I'd be a real Superman. Not because I'm bulletproof or super strong, but strong enough for her to lean on. Unmistakably taken, no vacancies, no fortress of solitude or secret hideouts or secret identities, but still a hero with all the amenities. Infinitely revered as a god among men, something that little boys pretend to be in their backyards while mowing the lawn or cleaning out the garage, trying to take care of moms, rubbing her feet and massaging her shoulders to reassure her one day her troubles will be over because they say they're gonna be just like me, the best son they could possibly be. Because that's what they learned from my Saturday morning cartoon on TV. Every Saturday, they watch me trap their favorite rappers and make them take responsibility for their actions. I make all the little ones and young ones grow up since they all over 30 anyway. Then I make them pay the local DJ to snatch their airplay and replace it with meaningful music and public apologies like, sorry for telling y'all to get rich and die trying. Especially since most of y'all are just dying trying to get rich. I'm ditching that lifestyle, and so should you. And it really would be all good in your hood. And if it wasn't, then I'd be there with the whole Justice League and Spike Lee directing people on how to do the right thing while humming Mo Better Blues past